I am so happy, you guys. We are finally launching on April 15th at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can officially purchase anything you want from Pivot Cosmetics. Last time on Beauty Boss, we are not able to launch Pivot Cosmetics on February 25th as planned. The reason we aren't able to launch is simply because we cannot get our supplies, all of our packaging and everything, because it comes from overseas and the virus is happening.
The bad news is the U.S. continues to have the highest rate of growth of the virus of any major country.
Doctors, nurses, even those keeping the floors clean, face a rising tide, uncertain how long it will rise, unsure this coronavirus won't sink at them.
Just got to Walgreens, and no surprises, guys. Empty.
It grabs your cells, uses your cells to make more of itself, and that's just what it wants to do. It wants to make as much of itself as it possibly can.
Coronavirus!
Black women are serial entrepreneurs because we literally have to be serial entrepreneurs. We get paid the least, we work the most, etc. So you gotta do something else as far as like hustling to make sure your bills get paid. But there's a difference between being like a serious entrepreneur and somebody that's just doing something because like they just trying to pay a bill real quick. For me, I think it's really just like a mentality thing though.
Yeah.
Because like we're survivors.
Yeah.
Right? So when you start talking about thriving language,
it's a mindset shift again.
It's different.
It's a mindset shift. It's a mindset shift.
Because we don't even have that in our DNA to thrive, I don't think.
No.
It's really unfortunate, but that's just how
things have been, for our ancestors, for everything. It's always like we have just had to overcome, but we don't know how to thrive.
We're not at a point yet where it's like you see your homegirl start a business and it's like, oh, that's normal. That ain't normal yet.
And I think too, the biggest issue too is because we're not used to thriving and we don't understand that world. But that's why it's so common to where when you start something, it's like people don't know how to relate to it, so then they don't know how to support it. You know what I mean?
Tell LinkedIn just started a new job at insert top Fortune 500 company. But as soon as you say I started a company, comments are different.
Yeah, it's a joke to them. They don't take it serious because they don't see that as, oh, you're trying to thrive.
Exactly.
They see that as, okay, here's some,
You're trying something out.
Right.
That's cute.
It's quaint, but like 5 years in, that's when they're like, you're still doing the same thing. Or we're still having the same conversation.
Right.
Oh, okay, now I want to.
Yeah. It's like you have to prove yourself to the people around you for them to even support.
And that's why, you made a really good point during the panel. It was like, there's a difference between having a consumer base and having supporters, right? Supporters might not ever drop a dime.
And support is philanthropic.
Very good philanthropic.
If I support something, it's like, hey, I'm doing this for the good of my heart.
Right.
Yeah.
I want you to buy my shirt because you really love this shirt. And you know it's quality. Right? I don't want you to just, because then you're going to hit me up and be like, well, I bought your stuff. No. Keep your raggedy energy. I don't want it.
That raggedy worthy body in me.
I don't want it.
Obi, how you feeling?
It's just a lot going on, man. We're really just trying to stay positive and stay prosperous during this time.
So we're at the photo shoot. We said we needed to do a content day. Say hi to you. Hey. So this is the day, and unfortunately it is 1 week into this whole virus taking over the US. It's been lingering here for a minute, but it's really just taken over the way that everyone is operating, the way that people are moving. We're trying to do our best to actually get this content created before we were for sure on lockdown, everyone is ordered to do a quarantine. We wanted to get this done before then because when else are we gonna make content? And we felt like our houses are just that scene, they're gonna see us in our house every day, so that's a little boring and whack. So we just wanted to have some content to mix it up, content for ads and for promotion. But it's just been really rough trying to make sure we could get to this point. Oh God, I have allergies. Just so y'all know, I don't have the corona, I'm not coughing. Okay.
You have a 3 sleeves limit.
What?
You have a 3 sleeves, 3 cuff limit.
So right now where we are is like it's crunch time. So literally we're launching in 3 days, which would be on Wednesday, April 15th. We're launching, and I don't know, I'm not as excited as I would think I would be, but I think it's just because this has taken so long. Like obviously when I came up with the concept back in we came up with the concept in the summer of last year. Then we actually started developing things in October. So October all the way, we thought we were going to be able to launch at the end of last year or the beginning, like January, but that didn't happen, clearly. So then we were like, okay, we'll do February. And then Corona really came hard and we weren't able to get our inventory, and it was just a whole thing. So then we finally were able to get our inventory, but then Corona really came that time and like messed everything up. Then we were trying to like troubleshoot and figure out like, okay, well, when can we really launch now? Because we have the stuff to do everything, but now it's like, when can we actually launch? Because everyone's stuck in the house. Is this even a good time to launch? Like, it was just so many factors that we were trying to sit there and work through. So I really just spent like the first week or two of this whole time trying to figure out what we should do based on how people's behaviors were going. But clearly they're still buying things, and when people are still launching products, and like, it's just a lot of opportunities still, you know? So I'm like, okay, let's still do it. So we're doing it finally. But I think because everything is so rushed that like, it's not rushed, but it is rushed, because it was just kind of like, okay, let's just do it now. I'm just trying to figure out like what this next week or two of my life is going to look like. So really right now we're relying on organic engagement and organic sales. Okay, so because I want to really gauge what we can do just on our own, and like based off of all this effort we've been putting in for months, I want to see what the return on that is, more so than just let's just go right to running ads right away. Like, then I'll never know what we really could have done on our own. So I want to do this first, and then maybe the beginning of March we'll start running ads and get that going. But I just want to kind of give it a couple weeks, you know, like 2 weeks, to see what we can do. And then 2, I want to be able to sell out of this first batch of product and really see like, okay, based on that level of effort, this is what we were able to do, and this is how fast we could sell out of it. Then I can project a lot more based on knowing those numbers, and also figure out how to scale things based on those numbers. Also with our products, let's get onto that. So Pivot, what are we launching with, right? That's what y'all want to know. Okay, so we always said we were going to do the serum. The serum was always there. People kept asking about glow. Where's the glow? Where's the glow? Because of Solux, right? So then finally I said to myself, DONI, they want glow drops, because people kept asking. That is something I know how to do. So I came up with a new formula that is totally different from the old glow drops that we do, but they're still beautiful, and these are even better quality because of the ingredients that are in it. This is like an actual oil because it's supposed to be nourishing, and it has CBD in it. Like, all of our products have CBD. So this these glow drops are just my favorite. So the last thing was, we waited so long to come out with these products that I didn't want to just put out these products and then you guys not buy them because of like what's going on right now. I posted on our Instagram page and I said, what do you guys really want? Because we want to give you what you want. So y'all were like, we want sheet masks. So I said, oh, like literally everybody said that. And I was so happy to hear that, because that was one of my first ideas. I just thought it would be something we add on later. But yeah, so we're doing sheet masks, and these are going to be hydrating, like a moisture boost sheet mask. And so it's going to have aloe vera, like fresh aloe vera in it. It's going to have CBD, of course. It's also going to have hyaluronic acid and a few other things that are just going to increase the moisture. It's going to help you reduce inflammation ultimately. We're launching on Wednesday, so pray for me. Set your alarms, because we're launching at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you go join the waitlist on pivotcosmetics.com, if you go join the waitlist, you will be notified an hour early, so you can shop an hour early. So that would be 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Also too, with Pivot, I want you guys to know that we are going to be doing a thing where we give back to a small business. So we're going to give back to a business owned by someone of color. once a month, specifically a women-owned business. Like, it'll be a percentage, like probably like 10 to 15% of whatever we make we'll give back, probably starting with 10 so that we can make some money back from our business and I can pay my girls. But just know that if you are investing in Pivot and you decide to buy something, it is not going to be in my pockets, okay? Even if it was, thank you. Like, you're supporting me and you're helping my dreams and you're helping another woman of color excel, you know? But ultimately, please know that you are helping and supporting my team. And they've been putting in work for months. That was my whole thing. I'm trying to open doors for women of color in the CBD cosmetic space. But yeah, so pray for me, pray for us, pray for the team. We've been working really hard on this. It's just a lot that I'm trying to think through and work through and figure out. And then on top of that, guys, I launched a membership. So the membership is literally only $20 a month. It is like a really great membership. I love it. Every month I do trainings, like master classes in there. I do group coaching sessions. I give out templates and workbooks and like cheat sheets and all kinds of stuff to help them carry out whatever it is they're learning. And then along with that, I'm also doing a podcast, like a mindset podcast, so that they can actually maintain a positive mindset. When you are an entrepreneur, sometimes it can be hard and mentally draining. So in the podcast, I'm really going to help you guys kind of overcome some of those things that could be causing you to feel down or just motivating you. You know, I just want to motivate you guys and encourage you guys. And then we'll also be doing challenges. It's a really fun group. It's specifically for fashion and beauty entrepreneurs. So if you have been looking for a way to learn more, this is for people that are like, I've seen enough videos about how to package my orders, and I've seen enough videos about this is how to do your labels. Like, this is like real strategy. We're talking about real stuff at this point. Like, I'm not talking about little stuff you can find on YouTube. We're talking about like this past week, we talked about how to actually make content that converts into sales. I'm tired of seeing people just talk about how to promote your business on Instagram, and they're not actually talking about conversion. Like, let's talk about conversion. You can have a big page all day and still not be making sales. We're also going to be talking about so many other things, like how you actually go through that product development process, refining your brand and refining your packaging, making things look nicer, like as if you're in a store. Also, how to get your products into stores. We're talking about everything, like literally anything you'd ever want to know. We will be talking about it in this membership. So if you're interested in signing up, please go do that right now on the website. Hopefully I see you in there. I'm just ready to grow that as well this month. I'm like, that's like really where my head is at. I really want to scale that, grow that, and then figure out what we're going to do with Pivot and what the next steps will be after we launch. I wanted to do something more exciting for you guys as far as the visuals in this episode, but ultimately I just wanted to update you guys and let you know where we're at. You guys know I like to take you along with me to do different things in my vlogs, but I had nothing to show you. I had nothing for you. So this is what you get. You get a car vlog.